Hello, chat. There it is. Hello, chat. Make sure I'm not muted. Should have done that first. Okay, we're good. Hello, chat. It's me. After a long week, with no Dark Souls 3 as a kind of a result of that long week, I am now here to do some Dark Souls 3. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I'm hoping maybe like 3+ hours. We'll see, though. It's a lot of time out of my day, but I don't got much else to do today, so it's kind of whatever. Not everything is set up. Give me a second. I'm pulling up the tier list and the death counter to make sure those things are working. Should I have started those before I started stream? Probably. You'll have to excuse me. I'm tired. It's been a week. So let's see here. Death counter is set up. Is it on? Yes. Make sure it counts up. It does. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm ready to stream some Dark Souls 3. It's been a hot minute. By a hot minute, I mean I think it's been a week since we streamed some Dark Souls 3. Last time we finished off, let me pull up the tier list. Here we are. Last time we left off, we finished with the Abyss Watchers. We also did Crystal Sage, Deacons of the Deep. Not the best bosses in the world, but, you know, there's something. We also got invaded by a person, and I got a little tilted by it. Those are really the only things I remember. And we got the Grass Crest Shield. Those are the only things I really remember from last stream. So, here's Dark Souls 3. I'm going to unmute the game. I hope it's not too loud. It looks like it might be a little loud. I'm gonna bring my voice up just a tiny bit. Okay. Put my headphones on so I can hear the game myself. Okay. It sounds a little quiet in my ears, but maybe my headphones are being funky. I don't know. And I don't really remember where we're going next. I guess we're in the catacombs, right? What's the next boss? Let me look at the tier list real quick. Next required boss is Pontiff. Really? That's crazy. I guess because there's in this area that we're in, I guess is where you find Wolnir, and then near where Wolnir is, or is Wolnir required? I don't even remember. I can't remember if Wolnir is optional. And near Wolnir is also where the old Demon King area is. So I guess those are our main, our main targets for today's stream. Right, I think we brought a lot of the audio down last time. Okay. And you'll have to excuse me when I inevitably make misinputs. I have been playing a lot of Lies of P off stream. Because that game's fun and I like it a lot. And I have not had enough time to play this game on stream, but I've had enough time to play. I forget. Okay, do these guys, do they work like Elden Ring skeletons? No, I think there's like a necromancer somewhere that revives them, right? Isn't that how this works? Or does he not get back up? I don't remember. I think there's a necromancer, but maybe I'm misremembering this area. I don't really, well, as mentioned in previous streams, I don't really remember too much about Dark Souls 3. Really, in the grand scheme of things. But I've been playing a lot of Lies of P, working on the platinum for that game. I'm getting very close. I just need to get through a couple more chapters in New Game Plus. So there's a world where maybe expect a Lies of P stream sometime soon-ish for a little bit of New Game Plus gaming. I did forget, every time we come back to this game, I forget how distracting Vort's Hammer is. I enjoy the weapon, it's fun to use, very hard to see, though. Okay, this guy's getting up. Let's go this way. But I've been bouncing back and forth, previously back in the Dark Souls 2 streams, I was talking about plat number 50 and what game it was going to be and how I wanted to go about doing it. Originally, I had planned to do Night Rain, right? Which I think I talked about on stream a little bit. And I still want to Platinum Night Rain, but I'm starting to think that I don't want to do Platinum number 50 for Night Rain. For a couple reasons. One, I've not been having a ton of fun with Night Rain over the last couple days. I think it's just because I've not been in the best mental state. I've been under a lot of stress and anxiety, so when I've been trying to play Night Rain, it's been making me feel worse as a result. Don't step on the button. And so I've not really been playing very much Night Rain as of late. In the little bits I have been playing, I've not been having too much fun. I think I'm probably waiting to play with some friends maybe this weekend. I don't know. Although the upgraded, the more difficult version of I just wanted to I just tried to use the puppet string from Lies of P to grab this guy. Is what I just tried to do. But because I noticed they just released the more difficult version of Gaping Jaw or Adele, and I do want to do that. The issue being that it only lasts for about a week. It goes away on what, the 26th. So I need to do it at some point. I just have not been super in the mood to play Night Rain, although it's only been out for like today, so it's not like it's been out for a long time. But it is sort of, okay, if they've got the glowing eyes, I think that means they get back up. Do it. Probably to backstab this guy. Is there anything, or maybe to jump down the hole? I don't want to jump down the hole, though. Okay. I don't really see what the purpose of this illusory wall is, other than to kill the skeleton that probably would have sniped us. Anyways, long story short is that the other reason I've been thinking about not doing Night Rain for Plat number 50 is that even when I have been playing Night Rain, I've been getting horrendously bad luck. Which is, like, fine. It's a roguelike. Like, I don't really care. But when I'm trying to get the Platinum, it gets really frustrating that, like, no matter how many runs I do, I still just never get a Sentient Pest Invasion. I do, like, get all the way to, like, level 14 or 15 in a run with trios, and I've found 3 purple weapons the whole run, and we've taken out so many points of interest, and I just never can get enough items to get the rare thing trophy. And then I was, like, putting it into the context of, like, how I'm feeling about the 50th Platinum and how, like, I want that to sort of be. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily, maybe it sounds silly to make it into something, like, a big deal of some kind. Which I suppose, in a way, it is. Oh, this is where we were earlier. I'm, like, not paying attention to all of what we're doing. I'm just kind of moving in, like, a fugue state while playing Dark Souls, so. But basically, I've come to sort of this realization that's, like, do I want Plat number 50 to be something that involves me just bashing my head into a wall until I get lucky enough to get it? Because I feel like, you know, I've been working on Platinums off and on for, I guess, what, closing in on 8 years or something now, which is a ridiculously long amount of time and impossible to conceptualize that it's been that long since, you know, Persona 5 released in the West, and I played, you know, Bloodborne for the first time, and things like that. It's, like, hard to conceive of that being that long ago. And do I really want the biggest milestone so far, like, the biggest milestone until I hit 100, which is presumably another 8+ years away, if I'm even still going for things like that 8 years from now, you know? Do I really want that to be something that is so random and out of my control? And, like, obviously I know I love Souls games, and I do, that's why I'm sort of thinking about Lies of P. I've been thinking a lot about its plot, and, like, it's all of its themes about, like, what it means to be human, all that jazz, you know, the works. I'm pretty sure killing this guy makes the skeleton wheel explode. Or by skeleton wheel, I mean skeleton ball. Because the skeleton wheels are later. Does it? Yes, I think that's like an Estus shard or something, isn't it? It's a nice item, whatever it is. It's Undead Bone Shard. Similar in effect. And I've been thinking about how much that, like, especially recently, coming back to the game after so many years, and by so many years I mean what, 2? How much Lies of P is a game and its plot means so much more to me than I ever realized it did. There's something back there, but I forget what it does. Breaking these pots does something bad. I just don't remember what. So let's just not break them if we can. I don't remember what breaking them does. It's not good. I remember that much. Okay, well that didn't matter. We got the Karthus Mercurain, so let's just, like, slink out of here. And I've sort of come to this feeling that, like, I feel like I would rather tie this achievement, this personal achievement, that in some ways, without me realizing it over the past 8 years, has had a lot to do with my own personal growth in ways that I never really realized until now I'm here 8 years later, and so much has changed about me and, like, the way that these things make me feel and the reason that I do them. Ow. I do so love that my hammer just completely pancakes these guys. Big fan. And I feel like I would rather, while I do love the FromSoft games, and obviously Bloodborne was in my first 3 platinums, maybe if Bloodborne was the first platinum, I would be more inclined to do Night Rain. I don't know. But I'm starting to feel like it would be more meaningful to me for it to be Lies of P that is the game that takes me to 50. And that making it to 50 involved, you know, I mean, you didn't see it on stream. Actually, yesterday, this is a side, sort of tangentially related. Yesterday, I had planned to stream. I was actually going to stream yesterday. I was going to stream my attempts to beat Arlecchino in the DLC solo, because I had made it back to him on a new save file, and I had fought him, like, 2-ish nights in a row for, like, an hour or 2 each, and I was getting slowly better at phase 1. And then I was like, okay, once I feel like I'm getting close, I want to maybe stream attempts until we beat him. And then just sort of out of nowhere, I ended up beating him way faster than I ever would have imagined I could. And so I was sort of at the point where I was like, maybe we should try streaming it soon in, like, a couple more attempts when I feel like I'm ready. And then I killed him, and I was like, well, now I don't get to stream it. But, like, you know, going through all this, like, beating Arlecchino solo, you know, doing all this, playing the game on New Game Plus, listening to the records that make me feel emotions, and having that memory and, like, the way that it is tied into my life in the last few months, and especially these last couple weeks, I feel like may make it more significant to me than it just being my 6th or 7th From Software Platinum, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I think that's where I'm at with it. So I do want to try and stream Plat number 50. Whether or not it actually happens is a different story. But I think there is a world where a Lies of P stream is not too far away, in which we do, like, I don't know, I guess it would be Arch Abbey on stream, just to get to, like, Luxatia and New Game Plus and then beat her, because she is the gatekeeper of the Platinum, is New Game Plus Luxatia. Now, if I remember correctly, down here is a bunch of skeleton wheels. I don't think we need to go this way, but I don't remember if there's anything useful down here. So let's make our life a nightmare and deal with the wheels. Because maybe we get something useful out of it. Now, should I have gone back and maybe leveled up at the Firekeeper and upgraded my Estus? Yes. Almost assuredly I should have. Oh, there's a slime. I was like, why did the water just explode like that? But I think that's where I'm at. Originally, I was going to do a Night Rain stream trying to Platinum Night Rain. And I do still want to Platinum Night Rain. I just don't think that I'm currently in the right headspace to really work towards the random trophies. Because, like, I already did all the sort of trophies that involve, like, I already beat a Night Lord 3 times in a row. I've already won a run with all the characters. I've already beaten every Night Lord except for, you know, the new enhanced version of Gaping Jaw. So, like, I've proved to myself that I am capable of getting the platinum. It's just now I need to get lucky. Which is frustrating. And obviously there's nothing wrong with, like, a platinum requiring some luck, but I just am not in the mood to grind it out and deal with the RNG quite at the moment. Big rat. Crazy they've been using the same rat model for the last, like, decade. I love From Software. Where is this skeleton wheel? Or skeleton ball? Right there. Some bloodstains here. We're getting a lot of Titanite shards that we don't need. Oh, it's probably because of this guy, I would guess. I do so love that they just cannot take an R1. Secret passage ahead, you think? Oh, wow. You know, the messages have not been lying about the illusory walls today. They've been on the ball. Where does this take us? I have been so zoned out this whole stream. I've just been yapping. Okay, we got ashes to give to the merchant lady. I don't know what those unlock, but that's what that is. Oh, there's somebody behind me? That's not cool. Especially not when you hit me in the back like that. It's not nice. Bonk. You're seriously generous with the Titanite shards in this area. And this is the Necromancer of the ball, anyway. So that ball that was down there probably is going to explode now. Don't press the button. Hearthus Rouge. So I guess there's my main talking point that I had for stream planned, already done. It's a nice 20-minute gap. You know what, this area reminds me of a place in Lies of P. So you know I've been playing too much Lies of P. Why is there a crab? How did you get down here? A dark gem. Now this, I guess, is sort of a shortcut back to the bonfire. I guess we may as well just... Do I want to... I mean, we can just... Yeah, why not? We can go back to the thing and upgrade our stuff. But it's been a long week in the sense that I had to cancel some plans that I wanted to do, so I didn't get to go see some friends this weekend, which is a shame. And by this weekend, I mean last weekend. And instead I was here. I was reading a lot of philosophy this week, which has been fun. You know, I mean, I enjoy learning things personally. So I'm not gonna, what were we, now here's another question. What the hell were we trying to level? I think we were bouncing back and forth between health and strength, trying to get both to 30. So let's make them both even numbers. Take one level of strength. Because, you know, I like learning things. I'm not going to complain about learning things. That's what I'm in my program for. And I did learn a lot, and some of it's really fascinating. And I've been making connections with, like, the broader scope of my program and the field of cognitive science that I'm, like, looking to do research and work in and stuff. And so it's cool to sort of see how all the pieces fit together. Okay, that guy respawns, so the skeleton wheel ball doesn't go away. That's kind of annoying. I guess we really didn't have a reason to go back yet then. We could have just kept going. All these poor rats are about to get it. Yeah, they did. Alright, there's basically no reason to go up there and heal the ball guy again. So we'll just leave him where he is. Well, we got a Karth and a sword. Also, I never checked what those rings do. I don't think we're going to want them over these, but what do? Boost rolling invincibility at the cost of defense, slightly boost dexterity, and obscures rolling. I don't need those, but thanks anyway, I guess. Crystal Lizard. Honk. Or Twinkling Titanite? No, a Fire Gem. Okay. It's not always Twinkling Titanite then. What are some other things? I'm trying to think of, like, exciting stuff. There is, I think it's on the 26th. So also, there's a lot of stuff going on the 26th, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because the 26th is the day that the Gaping Jaw ends in Night Rain. And then I have an exam, my final exam of the semester on the 26th. And then also, on the 26th, there is the, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a Capcom showcase for the new Monster Hunter title update, which people are suspecting will be a out now kind of showcase. Unfortunately, it's happening. Okay, that's definitely a real person. There's no way that's a fake person's name, which means we're probably gonna die to an invader again. Why did all the skeletons just get back? What the hell? What caused that? What the hell? What the heck? Huh? Why did that happen? Hey man, I don't really want to fight you and also 70 skeletons at the same time. I'm sure you understand. I couldn't see with this still. I'm just like willing to die here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. My thanks, we got an emote. Okay, maybe that wasn't a fake person? I have no idea. I don't remember that happening. Last time I played this game, all of those skeletons getting aggroed at the same time. I guess what's the fastest way back? Just to go back down that way? I don't think the other bonfire is a quicker shortcut. Unless, is there a way to, hold on. Is there a way to open this? Because isn't that... No, that's not where I think this... Where does the thing that we just opened take us? I have no idea, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We might get outpaced here. Let's just hide here. Okay, we were fine, but I wasn't confident. Anyways, there's a Monster Hunter showcase that day on the 26th. Also on the... oh my god, more on the 20th. On the 26th also is when the new TCG Pocket card pack comes out. For Pokemon TCG Pocket. Which is also exciting. But they're doing the title update showcase, which is exciting. I'm excited about the title update. I like Monster Hunter Wilds. That's another game that I'm close to having the platinum on, but I just haven't had the will to do RNG grinding for that either, which is also, I think, part of maybe another reason why that game is not the right one either, and why Lies of P feels a little bit better for me. But the unfortunate thing is that the title update happens... Or not the title update. I mean, I'm assuming the title update is going to come out at the end of the stream. I feel like most people are currently operating under that assumption. Because they said it was going to come out at the end of the month, and the stream is at basically the end of the month. There's not much month left after the stream. Yeah, we did... I guess maybe that invader... maybe that is a real, like, a NPC invader, and they... spawning in causes all of the skeletons to aggro or something. What is this way? Where the heck is this? Why is the ball not moving? Okay, okay, I guess this would have been faster to get back, slightly, but... Anyways, since I cut myself off for the third time getting distracted by a Dark Souls thing happening... the unfortunate thing is that it's at 6 p.m. Eastern time, which means where I'm at currently, it happens at midnight. So, unfortunately, unlike the Title Update 1 showcase, which we live streamed, probably not going to stream that one on account of the I will be asleep. And by I will be asleep, I mean I'll probably be asleep. How do you cause this to fall again? There we go. I think there's a... Isn't there a bonfire up here, like right before Wolnir? I think Wolnir's up here, right? Okay, maybe Wolnir isn't optional. I'm just completely forgetting that he's not optional. Because that's the Wolnir. Interacting with that causes Wolnir to happen. Can we open this? No, okay, so... Okay, wait, is the bonfire at the bottom of the bridge, then? I guess that must be where it is. Shows you how much I remember about Dark Souls 3. But I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to see how they adapt Lagiacrus. I've fought Lagiacrus a little bit in Generations Ultimate. Not that I've played Generations Ultimate too much lately. I was playing a lot of it before. And now I've not been playing a lot of it. Although I do want to go back and play more GU, because GU is a lot of fun. Right, and then down here there's that guy. There's also a Mimic right there. I thought there was a bonfire. Maybe we just go kill Wolnir. Wolnir's not that hard. Let's just go kill Wolnir first. But that leads down to the Demon Fire Sage, which we'll do. There's also a Mimic down there. The Mimic and the Demon will fight each other, if I remember correctly. So we might be able to aggro the Mimic and then get him to fight the other guy. Let's just go do Wolnir real quick. Because what's the worst that happens? I died a Wolnir of all bosses? I mean, that would be so embarrassing. Could you imagine that? Cursor to Greatwood #2. Incoming. But I am excited about that. Unfortunate that I can't stream it because it's going to be at midnight. Not my fault they base everything on American time for all these different showcases. Like I forget, I think it was the Summer Games Fest I considered streaming also, but it started at like 11 p.m. or something and went on for 2 hours. And I was like, I'm not going to be awake for that whole thing, and then I was, so... How was I supposed to not be awake when they were going to show Resident Evil 9, man? Which, have we even had streams since Summer Game Fest? I don't even remember at this point. Yeah, I know Wolnir. Hi, Lord Wolnir. Alright, bring your jewelry. Okay, alright. Come on, man. We see the fit, bro. You just, can you... Come on. There you go. Okay, it's another bracelet down. This is the part where he starts, like, charging, right? Doesn't he, like, start charging here? Sometime soon? He's about to, like, charge. Yeah. And if you don't... Also, that doesn't even... He hit me with his hand and it didn't even do any damage. That's crazy. Okay, you're doing it again. Oh, that time it did. That's really strange. Why did that not hurt me the first time it hit me? It pushed me, but it didn't hit me. Okay, man, come on. Can you just, like, put your hand down, buddy? I don't even know what that does, if anything. Or did he just, like, summon a skeleton? Okay. Can you stop running, man? Come on. There we go. What a boss, huh? I mean, he looks cool. Hype moments and Aura the boss. Or maybe just Aura. I don't know about hype moments. Oh, okay. And then there were 2. I don't know. I don't have much to say about Wolnir. He looks cool, though. He sure does look cool. Okay, yeah, I just completely forgot that Wolnir was required. I suppose it speaks to how difficult Wolnir is that I forgot that he was a required boss. I was like, yeah, you don't have to kill Wolnir. And now we have the bonfire. Okay, perfect. And we'll go back to the Firekeeper to upgrade our stuff. Level up a few times. Once or twice. What else? Also, I think it was sometime last night or yesterday. I don't know exactly when it was. The new update for Hades 2 came out. For the what is the word I'm looking for? Let's just take this health to 30 and just sit with that for a little bit. I'm just gonna focus on strength. That they added a bunch of new stuff. I've been watching some videos about it. I've not been playing Hades 2 because I want to wait for the full release, but I have been keeping up with some of the updates. And from what I understand, the new update is supposed to be the final major update from the there's a term for it. I'm just gonna call it the playtest, or like the beta, basically, pre-release. There's a word for it. There's a phrase that they use, and I can't remember what it's called. But it's supposed to be the final update before official release of the game, which I believe is slated for this year. So I'm super excited about Hades 2. I've been watching some footage of the new update. It looks sick, although there's been so much stuff added to the game that I didn't even realize had been added. So like the game looks insane. I'm kind of maybe now almost wanting to shut my eyes and hide away from the world for a little bit. Hit the Mimic. Owie. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. But I'm pretty sure the Mimic and the Demon will fight each other. At least they're supposed to. Because I think he just attacks, like, any enemy that's in the room. In fact, maybe his flame breath that he did a second ago just killed the Mimic. I have no idea. Our damage is pretty sweet, though. Ow. He's also fighting the infinitely respawning skeletons. He's also, like, kind of a Silent Demon. Not exactly, but he's kind of a Silent Demon. Another Soul of a Demon. Now, is that Mimic still alive up here? Where did he's gone? There's no item? Where did the Mimic go? What, huh? What? I don't... Where is he? Where did he go? Okay, here, I'm gonna try something really quick. We're gonna quit out, and then we'll load back in, and we'll see if that causes it to something to respawn. A la like when you shoot Jura off of the tower in Old Yarnum, and then you respawn and his items drops right there. Maybe the Mimic like fell, or its item spawned somewhere that was not supposed to be. If this doesn't work, okay, the Mimic is back. Very strange. I don't know what happened to the Mimic or where it went. Oh, you know, I don't know. I have no good excuse. Every excuse I could come up with is dumber than the last for why I just sit there and took it. And, okay, nice kick. Thank you. There we go. Symbol of Avarice. That's really lucky, actually. That's really lucky. I forget what the symbol... It has an effect in this game. What does it do? Where do I... Item info. Yeah, increases souls gained as well as item discovery, but drains your HP. I'm pretty sure that's a random drop from the Mimics in this game, if I remember correctly. I don't even know why I'm really going out of my way to pick these things up. Old Sage's blindfold and some sort of ring. That's a lot of guys. Excuse me, gentlemen. I can't light it now? At least let me light it. I understand not being able to let me sit on it, but at least let me light it. I can't light it because his corpse is still there. That is supremely annoying. Come on, guys. There we go. Oh, and my cape is... He's got a bib on, okay? Or she's got a bib on, my apologies. Let her rock the bib, alright? Okay, there we go. It's back to normal. Back to normal. May the flames guide thee. The new update looks really cool, and the fact that, from what I understand, this is the first time... They've basically said that it's the last, like, full update for the pre-release. And then... Now, here's the question. I remember that there is a big worm. I don't remember how you're supposed to kill the big worm. Because I'm pretty sure he drops something when you kill him. And then we could just book it to the Demon Fire Stage, but we may as well explore, you know? Where's the harm in exploring, right? More Twinkling Titanite. Because I feel like the way you're supposed to kill the big worm is by using the guys that are shooting at you, and like the thing does damage to the big worm also, but maybe I'm misremembering. Got it. Titanite chunk. This room seems bad. I don't like this room. I don't even remember this room existing. Stop! That's really funny. Something ahead, but visions of message. That's really funny. The message is blocking you from picking it up. Okay, it seems like this room looks scary, but there's not actually any enemy in here. I thought some guy was going to drop on my head. But I'm really excited because I absolutely love Hades 1. Hades 1 is one of my favorite games ever, like of all time. And from my understanding, the general consensus is that the sequel is even better. With the only exception being that the story's not finished yet, so people don't know if the story is necessarily even better. Or there's at least no major opinion on if the story is... Okay, alright guys, come on. Now, I don't remember how you get to the... There's a way you can get to the people shooting at you. You go this way. You dodge the tree. You hide behind the trees. And then if you go over here, there's the big-ass worm, right? A bunch of useful items in here. One of these things is really good. It's like a... One of the things over here in the worm area is like an Estus upgrade, I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember which one it is or where it is. And there's the worm. Ow. Who is currently kind of blocking the... Oh my god, that is so crazy. Okay. Oh, cool. That is a lingering hitbox. That's awesome. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember how you... Ow. Okay, they're shooting at me also. That's great. Yeah, I do not remember how you deal with the worm. So let's see if we can't deal with the archer guys first. Yeah, we get the archer to blow this up. My mango is to blow up. And act like I don't know. No. Okay, well, visions of fatty, I think. Oh no. Oh no, visions of fatty. Oh no. What have I done? Okay, we're free. We're free. Okay. I thought we were stuck there for a second. Alright, man. Come on. I really don't remember what you're supposed to do here. I really thought I remember there being a way up. I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get these guys to shoot the giant worm, but maybe I'm wrong. Chaos gem. Yes, dude. Yes. What I needed. Yeah, it's this giant, like, ballista thing that's shooting at you. Ow. Is there even, like, a way up? I thought I remember there being a way up, but maybe I'm just going crazy and making things up. Because I'm not seeing a path up. Let's see if we can't get these guys to shoot the big-ass worm, yeah? Probably gonna get us killed. We're gonna get 2 and 3. There we go. Yep, there's the big-ass worm. I mean, our damage to it's not so bad in the grand scheme of things. Oh, except for when that happens. I don't remember how you're supposed to deal with this, I'll be honest. I do not remember what you're supposed to do about this. May the flames guide thee. But if we want to get to Demon Fire Sage, I have to remember what to do, so... Sort of a non-negotiable, unfortunately. Guys, do you think that the flames are going to guide me, or no? Yeah, and here's the sandworm. Let's at the very least get our souls back. Okay. What is it doing? Ugh. Okay. Okay, lingering hitbox is awesome. Okay, dude. Yeah, you'll shoot me, but you won't shoot the giant worm? Sure, man. Sick. I mean, we could just go through. He is looking the wrong way. It doesn't do damage to it. I thought that you had to... I don't remember how to do this at all. Maybe you're supposed to run past the worm? I mean, I can hurt the worm. The issue is this fucking thing sniping me even when the worm is here, man. Even when we're past the worm. I really don't remember. There's gotta be a way to make them stop shooting at you, right? Okay, bonfire here, that's good. We could just go straight into the Demon Fire Sage from this bonfire, but let's explore a little more first. We go further down. Okay. Oh my god, they do so much damage. Holy shit. That does an unfathomable amount of damage to us. Okay. This is looking to be the DS3 stream with the most deaths, most likely. I do not remember this at all, or if there's even anything down here that's worth the effort to go through with all this. Okay, well, we killed him. single Titanite shard. Be so for real right now. This is very this is very much so like a fusion of the catacombs and that the what is it, Lost Izalith? Oh god, okay, there's a bunch of guys over here. Can we like do this maybe one at a time? Okay, cool, man. I can't see anything? Okay, there we go. We got the Rotten Grue Curved Sword. Let's go. Scarlet Rod in my Dark Souls 3. That's supremely annoying. The big issue with this guy is the, like, fire giant ass fireballs that he puts down that shoot at you. Are the problem, really. Because, like, if I can get my hands on his ass, then he's not as big of a deal. The noise he made? Oh my god. There's so many of them down here. Why would I want to do this? What could even be down here that this is worth doing for? The sound they make is incredible, I must say. That's not good. I can't believe that's the noise they make. Okay, are there any more down here? Looking like we're maybe in the clear. I do not remember this area at all. I know this is optional. I don't even remember this area existing. Or if there's anything to be gained, because the Demon Fire Sage is back at the entrance to this place. So I don't know. Oh, hello. Okay, our damage is schnasty, but his is also pretty schnasty. Come on. No. That sucks so bad. That sucks so bad. Because that is so much we have to go back through to get to that guy again. Feels like we might be a little underpowered for this specific area. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, he's down. That's so cringe. Our damage is great, though, for what it's worth. Okay, that kills both of those guys. Let's try and come back over here and kill this Black Knight. Who we do a metric ton of damage to. Right, come on, man. Thank you. souls endure up and then... Cool. You got endure up, we can try and platinum. Beautiful. Endure is kind of goated, man. That shit's kind of goated. All that for a Black Knight sword. Alright. Excuse me. Okay, what else is possibly down here? You know what this place is also very much alike? This place is also very much alike the Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne. Also, this is an enemy from Lost Izalith in Dark Souls 1. Like, before the Bed of Chaos boss room, there's like 30 of these guys. Except they're smaller. It's almost like the fire in the branches maybe means it's something to do with Lost Izalith. I don't know what would give you that impression. And the demons and stuff, I mean, come on. Basically, like, nothing alike between those two locations. Okay. It's crazy how every enemy in this area drops a Titanite shirt. Don't even think about it. As I was saying, every enemy in this area drops a Titanite shard. Is there... I really do wonder how much else is down here other than the Black Knight. Okay, what's this? A single ember. All of this whole area for a single ember. Like, is it not weird that the Demon Fire Sage is at the start of this area and not the end of it? It's another bonfire. I almost can guarantee you I've never been in this area. I definitely do not remember going this far. I'm pretty sure on my previous 2 playthroughs of Dark Souls 3, I went in, killed the Demon Fire Sage, and then left. Illusion ahead. Oh, they are cooking today. These messages. Okay, that's a dead end. Okay, well, hold on. We gotta deal with this guy first. I gotta say, I love the sounds these weird bird demon guys make. They're very silly. I quite like them. I see those. Alright, we'll deal with the problem when on the way back. An Estus shard. Holy shit, it was all worth it. Well, I know in the previous playthroughs of this game I did not get all the Estus shards. I can guarantee you that is not one that I ever obtained. We got another Rotten Gru sword. I love Gru Despicable Me. Can't believe they put him in Dark Souls 3. So let's see. That was that way. What's this way then? Ow. Okay. I just tried to block like it was Liza P. I did successfully block for what it's worth. What if we played our dying sounds in sync together? Izalith Pyromancy Tome. Like Lost Izalith from Dark Souls 1? Holy! Okay. Like the video if you like references? I cannot see shit with this fucking great hammer. I can't see shit. What does that sound? Whatever's making that sound, it can't stop me from killing this crystal lizard. Oh, he's got 1 health? I didn't realize. Chaos gem. I have no idea what's making that sound. He's coming from inside the wall. But I don't see a path to get to the guy in there. So I guess we're done here? Like, it feels like that should have been a boss room. Like, maybe that's where the Demon Fire Sage should have been. But what do I know? I'm not a game designer. Where'd my bonfire go? Here it is. Okay, let's go back to Firelink. To upgrade our Estus and level up.
Welcome, speak. Very well then taken.
More strength, please.
Farewell.
Thank you, Firekeeper. Also, we have a thing to give to you. I did not want to point.
How may I be of service?
Still can't believe that FromSoft's idea to make doing emotes fast was, what if you held down the X button and then moved your controller with motion controls? What were they cooking, man?
That is, wasn't he?
Prithee be careful. I will prithee be careful, don't worry, Andre. Just because you asked, my friend. Okay, and we need to go to, I think it's this one. It's also interesting that that bonfire is before the one in front of Demon Fire Sage in the list. Like, you're supposed to get into the Lost Izalith area somewhere else, somehow. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that item is good, too. The one that we missed. Huh. I guess we could also shoot it with arrows from this position, but, like, come on now. The issue is the ballista guy. Alright, well, let's go Demon Fire Sage it up. I also just realized we never ranked Wolnir, so once we're killing Demon Fire Sage, we'll make it a double feature. How does that sound? That's kind of mad damage. I can't see shit. Oh, right, you're supposed to run away from that shit. Okay, Simon Manus. It's actually so similar to Simon Manus' attacks where he sweeps the hammer across the floor. Okay, I feel like we need to be on this boss's ass, but I'm getting stuck on his crotch a lot. Back up. Oh, I thought that was the... Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the reverse? Oh, no, it still goes all the way in? Okay. Then it goes all the way back out? Okay. I don't remember anything about this boss, clearly. Other than our damage is pretty nice. Oh, I'm stuck on his crotch again. That's unfortunate. Let's back up and heal. Oh, he didn't do it that time? That was weird. Okay, man. I'm playing real bad against this fight, and it has not really mattered so far. Just rip it. Okay, he's casting Meteor from... He's casting Estelle's Meteor from Elden Ring. Ah, Elden Ring. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be that much. I didn't think it was going to stagger me. Also, it didn't come back that time? Oh, when was he even casting the meteors? I didn't even see him doing the pose with the staff, I'll be honest with you. Also, I've been calling this thing Demon Fire Sage the whole time, and it's called Old Demon King. I'm a fraud. That hurt. However, he's now out of energy, old man. Alright, that was like the worst showing ever, but we killed him anyway, because the boss is not that hard. But just a horrible performance from me. I was like, where are my souls? There they are. Okay. Alright, let's do the double feature right now before I forget again. How does that sound?